The UK's first national sperm bank, charged with reversing a growing shortage of donors, has begun work in Birmingham. It's using government funding to try to reduce the UK's dependence on imports from places like America and Denmark. Figures show 1 in 10 IVF cycles depend on donated sperm or eggs. We can speak now to Laura Witjens from the National Gamete Donation Trust, which is running a campaign to attract donors. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
The difficulty at the moment is the stigma attached to the whole process. How do you get round that?
Well, absolutely. We want sperm donors to feel proud of what they've done and not focus on donating sperm, but actually who they are, very special men. Akin to egg donors and blood donors who can actually boast about that they've changed lives and done something useful. What we're doing is a campaign, veryspecialman.co.uk, whereby we actually focus on that message, that they are indeed very special men.
How much difference would a sperm bank make?
We like to think it's going to make a massive difference. There's unequal access to sperm at the moment. If you're lucky enough to live in London or Manchester, then you do have access to sperm. But the vast majority of patients in the UK have no other option than to either end up on a waiting list, use unregulated services, or the clinic will have to buy in from abroad. We're too reliant on sperm brought from foreign sperm banks, and that's one of the things we need to address.
And of course, we're talking heterosexual couples, we're also talking same-sex single mothers as well.
We're talking all patients across England, and that includes indeed heterosexual couples, same-sex couples and single women.
Do you feel, whilst it's great to laud the work of the men who produce sperm at the moment, is there something more you can do to attract men to donate?
Raising awareness is an important thing, and what I like to think is that men can actually talk about it rather than just about football, but about how they've changed lives. Same as blood donation. Social media have a huge role to play as well. And programs like this, broadcasts like this, asking men to come forward to do something really special.
So if men are thinking about donating, they may have concerns about anonymity, other issues like that. These are things you've heard before for many years.
Oh, absolutely. It was widely expected that the numbers of donors would drop, but instead it had a 100% increase because different type of men is coming forward. They realise that what they're doing, they're creating families, and that the donor-conceived person may want to find out who they are. But the donor who's donating via a UK licensed clinic is not the legal father or social father. It's an important role being a donor, but at the same time, that's exactly what it is. It is just a donor. You're not the father. So one of the messages we give to donors is what they want to know from you by the time they may contact you, by the time they're 18, is the color of your hair, whether they got their curly hair from you, whether they've inherited their musical talent. That's really what people are after, nothing more.
And Laura, just at the moment, how serious is the shortage?
There is a shortage. It's very difficult to measure because we actually don't know how many patients go directly to use unregulated services, but there is a shortage. That's the main thing. Too many people end up on waiting lists, and what we believe with an additional 200 or 300 donors per year, which is actually not that many, we could reverse that shortage and making sure that people are treated within England rather than having to go abroad.
Laura, it's good of you to join us. Laura Witjens, thank you very much for your time. Thanks.